today I wanted to talk about what's the worst part of trading. At least for me, right? The worst part for me is the fact once you get over how hard it is to learn and to actually be accurate, I think the worst part is the waiting, bro. The waiting part about it is that after a while, you start to recognize certain things that you just shouldn't do. Right? You don't just hop into every trade when you have experience. You start to learn that certain setups is not gonna play out. And you gotta wait and not hop in too quick before it even shows you what you need to see. Right? So that waiting right there, bro, it's like genuinely if you trade, you have time for another hobby. Like you could build another skill while you're trading. But like the thing is though, when it's time and you see that setup, you gotta lock in. You feel me? It can't be something that requires so much attention that like you miss your setup. Cause then you just wasted a whole day in terms of trading. But if it's something small, you feel me? Like you playing the game. I wouldn't say streaming because streaming does require a little bit of your time, but like you can genuinely work on a lot of other skills as you're trading, waiting for your setup. Because for me, right, I hop on the charts at like 3 a.m. Somewhere around 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. If I could get on at 3 a.m., that's perfect. If I get on, or even before that, that's perfect. Cause then I'll just watch videos about trading. You feel me? Just to get my head right. You want to keep learning. You don't want to just like completely stop learning. And if you don't want to change anything about your strategy, like you feel like you know everything about liquidity, where to get in, you know your ideal setup, then you at least want to I recommend ICT Twitter Spaces because the thing about it is it grounds you. You feel me? The thing about it is it literally like it grounds you in a way where all the crash out mentality that we have, right? Since he already been through that, he tells us what not to do. And if we're smart, then we just not gonna touch the fire, right? Like, you feel me? Let's just if we smart, we're not gonna touch the fire, but sometimes we have to. I ain't gonna lie. There's certain things that he told me to do that I decided to touch the fire anyways. He told me, yo, make sure that not me specifically, in the videos he say, yo, demo first. You feel me? Don't hop into live over it. Boy, I hopped into live immediately. Immediately I hopped into live. I did a demo. Only time only time I strictly demoed was when I had lost my funded challenges. You feel me? And so that forced me a little bit to sit down and start to understand certain things. And it I don't really have a at first yes, definitely demo, but for me, I don't really see a difference with the demo. There is a difference though, but it's not. I say not really because at the stage that I'm in right now, because I done lost so much money. It's not that I'm numb to it, but it doesn't have as big of an effect on me as somebody else that haven't lost that money before. So I understand why ICT says demo first, and you definitely should. You definitely should. It was just that yeah, bro. I was I was an idiot. I just wanted to hop in and start making money. My whole thought process was really like, I already seen a couple setups play out. I'm ready. Let's hop in. Nope. No, 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 not at all. And that was like 2 years ago, gang. And 2 years ago, I knew nothing. I literally knew nothing. Right? I thought I knew everything and I was ready to trade. Boy, I knew absolutely nothing, gang. I didn't know anything. And it's crazy because now I think I have a hold on it. I think I have a proper hold on it. Like, we could show the account because I could say I took a trade, but like, there's so many liars that be out here that y'all probably not gonna believe me, which is fine. But what's in front of y'all right now? I like it's starting to all of it is starting to come together and make such perfect sense. This setup right here is something that I took down, and I entered again right here. Right, I entered it. No, 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 wrong. I entered again. What did I enter again? This, and it ended up taking me out. But I was in the trade. I had a stop loss right here and another trade right here. But let me show you how the trade that I did take. On this account, I only entered once because you know that consistency rule. There's only a certain amount of money that you could make for the day. So yeah, this was the trade and that was my entry. You can see the execution right over here. Entry right here, got out right there, right? But I entered it, but that was one account that I was trading. I was trading also on my phone. You feel me? But the thing about it now is the the worst part of trading is the time, right? I think that's the time for me because I don't know, because you be in the market for so long, sometimes you just want to take a trade because you already been in the market for so long. Literally. Like the setup could kind of be there, and if you was just getting on the charts, you probably wouldn't take it. But since you've been on the charts for so long, you're like, bro, let me just take this trade, right? Like, let me just take this trade. And I'm getting to a point now where I'm starting to understand. And, bro, I want to come for revenge, bro. Not revenge in a very bad way, but revenge in a way where it's just like, now that I understand. And mind you, these companies didn't force me into anything, and I feel like Funda Pro is a great company. Funda Pro is a company that I'm taking the funders with. That one that I just showed you, I was four traders, but like I want to come back for revenge on the market, and I'm sorry, Funda Pro, that y'all gonna experience this belt, bro. I really want to turn it up, and I feel like the only thing that's gonna slow me down is losses. Like genuinely, that might sound like obviously yeah losses, but like in terms of how much I want to turn it up while not risking, like not overly risking, like for this trade right here, for example, right? What I was gonna do was enter, right? Let's go enter. Stop losses right here. I got in. Entered. Stop losses right here. Going up to right here, right? That was my target. Because these highs look smooth as relative equal highs. And I'm like, bro, this is nice. The market keep making it seem like this is resistance. And I'm bullish on the daily. So I'm like, what? Love it. I definitely want to take that. So boom, stop loss right here, entered. I was going to enter again and put my stop loss right here, but not over risk. I started this trade risking 60 or 50, but I'm pretty sure it was 60. And then I was going to move my stop loss right here and then enter again whatever of my stop loss difference that was like the difference between here and here in terms of like getting it back to being $60, right? So instead of risking 60 under here, I was gonna risk 60 under here with another entry, and I was gonna take that to the moon. And you see, well, not to the moon, but up here, and you see that it ended up doing that, but the market came down first before it did that. And I feel like it's just the climate that we're in. Like ideally, price is supposed to run up there because we know where it wanted to go from it looking so obvious, right? But yeah. Let me know what you think the hardest part about trading is. I'ma definitely go with time. With the time, right? Yeah, have a very blessed rest of your day. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. I'ma see y'all, bro. Be safe.